Hey guys, Ralph here, and welcome to True Power Health on this thrilling Thursday here in Connecticut. Life's good, guys. Life is good. Anyway, you drinking your juice? Are you? Well, are you? Michael Arnstein does. I tell you what, guys, a lot of people ask me, well, Ralph, where are all the great raw athletes? There's very few. There's very few. And there's probably more than I know. But top athletes, you know, LeBron James, you might know the name, something like that, which he is not. He's a cesspool. There are vegan athletes, for sure. Kyrie Irving, we can go on and on. But there's lots of those. Raw, very, very few. The one that comes to mind for me, now there's lots of raw guys that are ripped, you know, John Rose and Freely and fully raw Christina, but they're not athletes in the traditional sense. John Rose used to be a competitive professional tennis player. Nothing of note. He was not McEnroe or Connors or anything like that. And he's my age. This is much longer ago. But Arnstein, man, I love the guy. I never met him. He has a load of videos that you get a pretty good idea of what he's all about. And he's not out there doing porn like Harley and all this sort of stuff. And he's not selling supplements or anything like that. He is literally a middle of the pack local runner. Not even a good local runner. He was all right. He was all right. Who wanted to max out his athletic abilities in his late 20s or so, 27, 28, and he tried diet. He felt like he was a runner. He was a runner. In order to be a great runner, he had to drop weight, okay? And he tried lots of ways of doing it, you know, calorie restriction and paleo and high fat and all this sort of stuff, and he was just miserable. Anyway, his wife turned him on to Dr. Doug Graham, the 80-10-10, and he went fully raw almost overnight, and his running career just absolutely blew up. He was a 240 marathoner. Generally speaking, for those of you who don't know that much about the marathon, my PR was 246. If you are an amateur and you are sub 3, you're doing good. You're doing well. Depending on the course, I mean, some of the courses are harder than others. Some of them are just flat as flat can be. But anything under 3, you're a good runner, okay? And he was in the mid. He was like 244, 246 in there. But no matter how much he trained, no matter what he tried, he didn't get any better than that. He tried raw, and almost the next day, he started dropping pounds. His workouts, and I'll tell you about those, went through the roof, okay? And within a year, he had gone to 228. And he knew he was not going to be a world-class marathoner, especially at his age. And he thought maybe if I just really, really maxed out the training, now he has a wife and kids too, max out the training, he could probably get to 225, but that's not going to be, you know, 205. That's a different zip code than what the Kenyans and Ethiopians are doing. So he decided to get into ultra running, and that is where the guy excelled. And he ran, and he ran, and he ran, and he got to, I believe, it was top 5 in the world as an ultra runner. I mean, world ranked. And one of the fastest runners in the New York Marathon, all that type of stuff. American runners, I mean, he's just incredible. I don't know how much racing he does anymore. Okay, he's well into his 40s now. But the thing that I love about him and the raw food diet is that, yes, he dropped weight and all that sort of stuff, but his endurance, number one, his recovery time, and his mental clarity is what just he's just killing it. He can't believe he has reached these levels. Now, I'm getting all this secondhand off his videos and stuff like this, but I do admire the guy very much. He's run a dozen or more 100-milers, 50-milers, all day running. First in a lot of them, top 10 in just about all of them. And one of the most amazing feats. Now, the thing that is usually a ultra runner will gear towards 3 or 4 races a year, tops. Guy, his recovery was so great. He was doing them every week. 100-mile runs, 50-mile runs, 100-mile runs every single week. Races. And one of his greatest achievements that as I said, I was a pretty good marathon. I tried a couple ultras. I got up to a 50 once, and it wasn't for me. But I wasn't doing his diet. Maybe I'll try again. But what he did was he won a major ultra, and I'm not sure, was it Leadville or something like that. He comes back to the New York tri-state area, and within a week, guys, he won the New Jersey Marathon at like 2:32. Guys, most of the ultra guys can't walk the next day, much less get in a training run. This guy, guys, why? Because the inflammation of the body is gone. There is none. And he is living testament to it, guys. You can just work out, and turn around and do the same thing again the next day if you're doing raw. You add the starches and all that, so all bets are off. Now, I eat starches, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. But, guys, all bets are off from what I just said. And Arnstein will tell you, the first one to tell you, he eats a plate of rice, and the next day he feels like he's hungover. Guys, I know what he's talking about. When you are that cleansed out to that degree, you put this poison, relatively speaking, if you're going to call rice poison, you take a hit. You absolutely take a hit. And if you don't mind taking that hit, then by all means, knock yourself out and eat your starches. But guys, I do it when I have to. I told you, I do it in social situations when I'm out of town, blah, 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 blah. I do it. When I'm around, I'm Raw Ralph, baby. Raw Ralph. I know what Arnstein's talking about. Check out his website. Just Google Michael Arnstein. And he has some tremendous videos. He doesn't post anymore, so they're old. But you get the idea. All right? All right. Love you all. Mike Arnstein, if we ever meet up, I would love to just sit in and bend your ear. Or have you bend my ear. How about that? Love you all, guys. Have a great day.